Oh,
Never
hi.
heard of that. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
We
Um,
were just discussing the casting and how it felt weird that they cast Kamek as like a main role or
Yeah.
whatever.
well, what? I
Yeah.
don't think it's a main role. I just think it's going to be
I mean, he was
essentially
he
a
was among
minion
the
to Bowser.
well, no. The thing is, he was among the main list of voice
Yeah.
cast when it was initially announced. You don't just
Mhm.
throw in a random nobody character with the main cast. So he's gonna have to be.
Surprised.
Dang, there's a
I
lot of
mean,
people
even
here
surprised
today.
they're
Well,
bringing in
yeah,
like
it's
Cranky
Mario.
Kong. But
Who's Foreman
you'd be
Spike, anyways?
Um.
Spike. He's one of the heads of the Koopa Troopers. He's one of Bowser's sons.
Hi,
It's not
Paris.
Bowser
Hi,
Jr.
No,
JC.
he's not.
Hi,
Oh, he's
Floor.
not.
Hi,
Huh.
He's the
Carnax.
foreman of
How's
the
everybody
demolition
doing?
site where Mario and Luigi work in the
Sorry, I
wrecking
wanted to
crew.
mute while they were chatting.
Oh, okay.
Foreman Spike, not just Spike.
Okay. I thought Spike, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, everyone. We have with us today Krama and Hirano.
Hello. Who's ready for this shit show?
Yo,
I have been waiting for this moment all year. I've
I'm
been
gonna
waiting
make
to
a
get our
guess.
first taste of this movie.
I'm making a plot prediction right now. I'm betting that Mario is going to be a plumber who accidentally goes down a drain and somehow ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom. This is supposed to be his origin
Are
of
you saying
becoming
this
the
is an
hero.
isekai?
Obviously,
The problem with that is I can totally see that just from the framing of this teaser image we have right in front of us. It's like him stepping out of the pipe into the Mushroom Kingdom and just taking everything in. And I hate it.
Yeah.
I prefer it if it just took place like after Mario's had a history in the Mushroom Kingdom. So they aren't explaining everything to us.
Yeah.
no, that we have to explain it because kids are stupid and will never understand.
No.
How are we supposed to make a whole Nintendo cinematic universe if we don't have the origin?
I just love how on the little teaser image they have for the
It's a
thumbnail,
41-year-old game
you
series.
see Tony. He's just like, welcome back to the Mushroom Kingdom.
We don't need an introduction to a game series that's 41 years old.
If that's the case, how does Donkey Kong fit into this? I mean, the first Mario game was Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey
Yeah,
Kong's
but
also 41 years old.
No, but that was before when Mario was called Jumpman.
He was only called Jumpman in North America. He didn't have a name in Japan.
Hey there, you fucking weirdo! You want to buy some of my shit?
I was just saying to from earlier, I love how the antique shop has it has the music boxes from Mario 3, and then she pointed out that it has the POW blocks as well.
I'm very curious if Illumination has the balls to make Keto Michael Key do a loud, screechy voice for Toad.
Probably not. It's probably not what he's gonna do.
I'd love it if they did, just because that'd be the actual Toad voice. But
He's probably gonna do the stereotypical sidekick voice. That happens in a lot of these animated movies.
Yeah. Also, Jesus
yeah,
Christ, 200,000 people are watching this right now.
And everyone's like looking forward to see if this is going to be a dumpster fire or something decent. My only hope is that Chris Pratt does
They
at
have a Yoshi
least
egg.
a
Here, they've got a
Brooklyn
Yoshi egg.
accent. My only hope is Chris Pratt does a Brooklyn accent. That's all. Then I'll be fine. I don't want slightly Southern Mario.
Yeah. Is that a key? Oh, they've got one of the keys as well in the antique shop to open like the locked doors from Super Mario.
If this is shit, if this movie is gonna be shit, you do know that we'll have to look back at the old, like, what was it, 90s movie and say, this is the good Mario movie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My hope is that Nintendo has learned their lesson over 30 years.
I don't think
we
so.
shall see.
Well, apparently
I think they got
over the
lucky
last-
with Detective Pikachu being decent.
Well, they've got big shoes to fill with this because the Sonic movies are actually really good.
That too.
Yeah, but let's be real here. Jim Carrey carries those movies.
Yeah.
No, I think
And the
Sonic
Carrey
is fine in those films, and I thought I was gonna hate Knuckles because Knuckles is my favorite character, but honestly, from the Sonic franchise. Sorry, but honestly, I thought they did a good job, and they got the VA voice for Tails, which is an excellent choice instead of
Mhm.
getting a
Mhm.
kid to do it. Because
The only
as much as I like the old Tails voice from like Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure, getting a kid to do the voice is not a smart idea.
No.
Well, the only complaint I had is that Sony initially did not want to put. No, sorry, Paramount did not initially want to put the VA's name on the head cast list, even though they were one of the main people.
Yeah, that's stupid. They should have done that from the beginning.
Hmm.
Idris Elba, yeah, that's the person's name. They did a fantastic job as Knuckles.
I mean, it's
I like
Idris Elba.
how-
Of course, it was fantastic.
And I don't want to
I do
spoil
think-
the after credit scene of Sonic 2, but I'm actually hyped for the third one.
I've not actually seen Sonic 2 yet.
I've seen it. It's pretty good. It's pretty
It's-
decent.
It's better than the first one, I think, in my opinion.
Well, the first one they try to use as like an establishment point, and now they can actually have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I do
That's
also love that Idris Elba was saying, "I am not doing a sexy voice in this movie." My only thought was just like, "You son of a bitch! Your default voice is sexy."
Yeah.
I like how Knuckles is essentially like played up like.
No,
Knuckles is
Karnax, that was
essentially like-
Shadow that did it, not Knuckles.
Also, Knuckles is essentially played up like basically like Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're
I
a minute
hear no
away.
Knuckles is
I
going to
hear
get
no
Paramount
sound
Plus
from your
series?
end.
Really?
Yeah, because I have it muted.
Okay.
It's unmuted now.
I mean, there's also just no audio, so.
Okay. I'm gonna make a bet this is gonna open with Miyamoto coming out, talking for a bit, then introduce Chris Pratt alongside him.
That'd be
Chris
he's
Pratt
gonna-
will be in a
That's
Mario
into-
costume.
Yeah, or wearing at least a Mario hat.
One of those terrible Halloween Mario costumes.
He's gonna say that he's been a longtime fan of Mario, and he's excited to play this role, and he thinks this is gonna be his best performance ever. And blah, blah, blah,
No.
blah,
He's
blah.
not just excited to play this role. He's excited to play such an iconic role of an iconic
yeah.
character.
He's been wanting to play this character since he was a little kid.
Mhm. Also, I like how that little purple toad on the right has one of the fish in a fish bag.
What, Bertha?
Oh God, Big Bertha. Okay, so I forgot this thing starts at 4:05, so it's actually got another 5 minutes, but that's okay. You guys can enjoy
fine.
the image while we chat about it.
Let's make predictions.
Okay, before we see anything, if you were to, like, how would you rate how you think the movie's going to be? Like out of a 10.
Like I already told you what my scale is.
Mhm.
It's either gonna be an 8 out of 10 and above, like it's gonna be a great movie, or it's gonna be like a shit movie, but it's still gonna be entertaining. So it might, at worst, I could only see it being a so bad it's good film. Either way, they can't do worse than that. There's no way. There's no way. If they made the film boring, it wouldn't be good. That's the only thing they could do is fuck it up and make it boring.
I have
So-
also one more. I have one more prediction for the trailer. They're probably going to chase Bowser into a forest area where to try to save Peach. We're going to meet Donkey Kong. We're not going to hear many words from Donkey Kong, but we're just going to hear the iconic Seth Rogen laugh.
Oh God, please, Seth Rogen, don't give Donkey Kong the laugh.
He's going to give Donkey Kong the laugh.
Your weird
I'm-
fucking stoner laugh. That's not a real laugh. That can't be his real laugh. He developed that from being a stoner. I know this because my brother developed a kind of a weird stoner laugh
I mean,
eventually, and he
I
stopped
do
doing
have
it.
to say, I'd be surprised with the laughs people have. Have you ever heard Iron Mouse's laugh?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, her laugh is ha.
I mean, if we're going to be playing out VTuber laughs, Kiara's or Pecora's. Like, Pecora's is so fucking iconic, she can't laugh at when they're going to cons or anything.
My favorite laugh of if we're picking VTuber laughs, my favorite laugh, and you guys probably haven't heard it, is Autotune Ready's laugh. She has both a tea kettle and She's with a tea kettle and a uncontrollable laugh that goes into a snort.
Mm-hmm.
There's this clip I did she was doing a stream and we were hanging out in VR chat, and I did one of my abrupt leaving jokes, and she just goes full tea kettle as soon as I leave. I think I said, what did I say? I said, hey, do you guys want to see a magic trick? It's really easy. It goes like this. And I kept talking as I hit log out in VR chat. And I just disappear on her side. And she just goes into laughing spree. It was great. I thought it was awesome. But she has an amazing laugh. But she doesn't just do the tea kettle. She does like like a high pitch, like one of those too. It's adorable. Oh man. VTuber laughs, is that a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh god.
But back to
There's
the
a
real
VTuber
topic at
blanks
hand.
for everything.
VTuber feet, VTuber thighs, VTuber laugh.
Ass, snorts,
Sneezes.
sneezes, yawn.
There's probably
Pretty
a
sure
whole
yawns.
There's probably an entire subreddit just around the booba.
There are. Several, in fact, I'm pretty sure.
Oh god, I wonder if I ever made VTuber laughs.
I don't know, actually.
My laugh gets uncontrollable.
Yes. Let's see. Twitter, VTuber loves. I want to say that was one.
Chad, do you have any predictions for this
Yep.
trailer?
It's
I
a
wonder if-
smaller one.
I wonder if that McDonald's image of Mario is the real image, so Mario's gonna look uncanny as
Fuck,
fuck.
I hope not. That's the one leak I saw, and I was like, oh god, this looks uncanny. It could just be a bad angle. They could have just picked a bad
could
angle
be.
for it, but I'm just like,
Was
oh,
that a
dear
different one
God.
from the one Jack Black retweeted?
Oh, it's
Oh,
starting.
here we go.
Oh god.
It's showtime.
Oh no, Jack Black retweeted the one we're looking at right now.
All right, Nintendo Direct. The Super
Hello
Mario
everyone,
movie.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hello,
As we
Miyamoto.
previously mentioned,
You're
in
one for one
today's
so far.
Nintendo Direct will reveal the first trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct
So
is
far, we're on
also
track.
being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con. Hello, New York Comic Con.
Oh, New York Comic Con's going on
It's
right
been
now.
nearly 40
Yes.
years since the original Mario Bros. Game was released in Japan. Today,
Yep,
lots
41.
of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much. Finally, the world of Super Mario Bros. Will become an animated movie. We've been working on
Wait,
this movie
did he say
together
41
with Chris
years?
Meledandri from
I
Illumination
said 41.
for a
He said
long
over
time.
40.
From brainstorming and all the way
When
through
did Donkey
I mean,
production.
that's technically over 40.
Donkey Kong
The
came out in
time flew by
83.
as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario
Donkey
characters
Kong's 41
and
years
world.
old as well.
Now,
List
Oh
according to
god,
Google.
hear
it's
from Chris-san,
Donkey
my
Kong
good
and
friend
Mario
and
are old
great
enough to have a
partner for
midlife
the movie.
crisis.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in.
I mean, you
This
could argue
is a
this is the
midlife
midlife
crisis.
crisis. Yeah.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san.
Oh, I was
am speaking on
wrong.
behalf of our directors,
got the-
Michael Jelinek, Aaron
I know, well, you might
Horvath,
still get Chris
and
Pratt.
the
Oh god, that
entire
green minion
Illumination
is staring
crew of
into my
artists.
soul.
When I tell you
Yeah.
that
What
producing
about the
the
one on
Super
top left?
Mario Brothers movie with you,
Purple
That one
one.
just looks
team
fucking
at
pissed
Nintendo,
off.
has been an
Yeah, he
absolute
doesn't want to
privilege.
be here either.
Our
Also the
crew
guru in the
is
bottom left.
filled with Mario
Why does he have an
fanatics,
Indiana
and
Jones
they're
hat?
bringing the very best of their talent to this film every day. Next week we complete animation.
Is that an
We're
Indiana Jones
knee-deep
hat?
into
That's a
lighting
Woody. It feels
and
like a Woody hat
compositing.
more than anything.
Composer Brian
That's
Tyler
actually, no, that's
will be on
Pharrell's
stage
hat.
in just 11
Who?
days.
That's
He's been
Pharrell's
working
hat.
Hand in hand
Who's
with
Pharrell?
Koji Kondo.
He's
to
a
integrate classic
singer.
music
Have you ever
game
seen-
into the
Have you
film
ever
score.
seen the music video for
Miyamoto-san,
Happy?
it's been
That
over
song that was
7
for one
years
of
since
the
we first started
Despicable
talking
Me
about making
movies.
this movie
No.
together.
Oh.
And it is
Well, he
thrilling
has
to
a very.
finally be
He wears
here
like
to
these
show
really
the very
massive,
first look
iconic,
at footage
really weird
with
looking
Mario
hats that
fans
he
at
wants to
Nintendo
make
Direct
iconic.
and at New
And
York Comic-Con.
and that's one of them.
Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh,
Chris-san.
you might be
Okay.
right.
Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
Is
Yeah.
it going to be Chris and
Both
Jack
of
Black?
them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you ready?
Here we go.
Growing up,
Hey!
Man, I spent
He stopped
hours of my
wearing the
life
Mario
stomping.
hat.
Damn.
Koopas.
Yep, he played Mario. He
original
talked about
Mario
his
Brothers
life playing
arcade
Mario.
Game at my local
And I bet you
laundromat.
the next one's gonna be
And then,
Jack
of course,
Black.
it came out on Nintendo, and I played that.
This is two
maybe
people.
years of my life.
I want the other one to be Jack Black.
Well, Jack Black actually fucking plays video games. So.
Exactly. That's why I want to be Jack
I
Black.
would argue that I'm sure Chris Pratt does still.
Probably
One
does.
dream of mine to become Mario.
Yeah, it's dreaming has become Mario.
Yes.
That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge. As
Here
in
it
the
is.
film, I must
Here it
face
goes.
off against an utterly ruthless scene stealer. Every
Jack
great
Black.
hero
It's
needs
Jack
a
Black.
diabolical enemy.
It's Jack Black.
And I
Yep.
promise you, I could not have been paired with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great and hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Is he reading from a fucking
Thank you,
teleprompter?
Chris, but
It
I can't
feels
let
like
you
it.
have all the fun. Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me.
Oh,
While you've
God.
been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on.
jeez.
And this flowing mane doesn't just appear overnight. Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire? I had to go learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Yeah.
And all this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud to have been able to collaborate with you.
Hun,
and
when did you learn how to
Miyamoto-san,
breathe fire?
As well as the entire
Great
Nintendo
secret.
and Illumination team.
okay, so it's
on
like a
this
dragon thing?
cinematic experience.
Yes.
One that
You can't-
will make
you
its
can't
mark
tell me
on Mario
publicly?
fandom forever.
I can't tell you, period.
Much love.
Why? Because
You
you'll
see,
lose the
dragons
ability to
have-
breathe fire?
No, just
Thank
because
you,
I
Chris
don't feel like it.
Jackson.
Last thing
Alright.
you need is to learn how to breathe
Thank you
fire.
all for waiting.
Okay, so
Let's
checked
press the
off.
start button.
Oh, you're
Chris
just afraid
Pratt
of
is
me
always-
learning it.
No,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm afraid of you hurting yourself. Oh?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Why does it look like an over the top White House?
Because it kind of is.
All right, let's see.
Is the castle big enough?
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
It's pretty epic so far.
Yeah. This looks like Bowser. So let's pitch down the voice.
Open the gates!
That works. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I like it. Penguins.
this is the Piplup army.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
Okay, I like Penguin King.
I do not.
Did pitch down the voice, so I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Oh no.
Oh God,
no.
were you right?
Come on, don't be default.
No.
Oh God.
Oh no. His
It's a little
face
chunk.
looks so
Wait,
ugly.
he fell through a pipe, so this isn't isekai. Oh,
His
no.
voice.
No, not default.
Touch that mushroom, you'll die!
Oh,
I'm
God,
sorry.
they did it.
That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom.
They gave him a
Okay.
bit of a scritchy voice.
We come.
They didn't give him an accent.
No.
They made his voice kind of scratchy.
No, I don't. I mean, Mario's voice. It's default Chris Pratt. Fuck!
Luigi.
I want to thank
So
all
it-
of you
so
for
it is
being
an
part of
isekai.
this moment with us.
Yeah.
And we're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
Oh God, it
I'm
is an
looking forward to it,
isekai.
too.
Why did you
What do
call
you
so
think will
much of it,
happen during
Hirano? Why
Mario's
would you do
adventure in the
that?
Mushroom Kingdom?
Because it was predictable.
It's very
Production of the
predictable. They
movie
don't.
is going
Hollywood
well.
goes with like
Currently, like
cookie
with any
cutter,
Nintendo
play by
game, we're
numbers
working
sort
on
of
the
thing.
finishing touches.
Yeah.
I hope you're
I got
looking
the
forward to
default
next
list of
trailer.
all the plots right in
It'll be
front
a
of
great
me.
experience watching the Super Mario Brothers
So
movie
far,
in
I'm happy
movie
with
theaters.
Bowser and Comic.
You'll
Surprisingly.
get to
Yeah.
see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen.
And Toad. I'm happy
Look
with
closely,
Toad.
and you'll spot
Toad
things
was
in
okay.
all sorts of places. This film
I'm
can be
content with
enjoyed by
Toad.
people of all
Yeah.
ages.
We didn't get
so I
enough
hope
talking
you'll get to a
Mario,
movie
so
theater
it might
and cheer
get
for
better.
Mario.
Maybe.
That's all for today. We'll see you next spring.
Wow.
In movie
And
theaters.
depending-
Thank you.
What's that?
That's it.
That's it? Wow.
That's the whole thing.
7 minutes.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so
Let's review the footage.
yeah, let's recap here.
God, the fucking wait screen was longer than the actual thing.
Okay.
That'll get cut down.
So let's see. Let's take a look and see if we can get a good look at Bowser. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good.
That looks really good.
Looks like Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It looks really good. They did a really good
It's
job on the
iconic
facial.
Bowser.
on it. Mm-hmm.
It's high def, but it's not to the point of feeling uncanny.
It looks like a trailer for a video game.
Yeah.
But then we take a look at Mario, and I'm just
No. It's looked like they tried to morph Chris Pratt and Mario's face.
oh, it looks so wrong. Like it's
His cheekbones, especially like his
it
cheeks are normally
doesn't
a lot
remind
more
me
pronounced.
of like Meow meme, but like ugly Sonic levels. But like holy crap, it's uncanny.
I think there was no other direction with this. Unfortunately, it's either make him look as human as possible or as CGI as possible.
I think
and
they should have
unfortunately,
gone
just
as CGI as possible. Honestly,
Yeah.
the face looks like very cartoonish. It's not horrible. I don't hate it.
it's different from what I
uncanny.
guess what we're expecting, and that's why it
Yeah.
feels uncanny because I'm not
Also,
used to seeing.
I think it feels like his mustache doesn't take up as much space as it normally does too.
I
Which
don't
might be
know. It
affecting
could be the
proportion.
nose also. You know,
Yeah.
not being a good distribution of the face
Mm.
and stuff like that. It's
I don't hate it. I'll say I could probably, if I see more of it, I'll probably get used to it.
it's
I can agree with that.
just it's just to be like I think because I'm so used to the very cartoony ways that they draw Mario, and even how he looks in the games, like it just feels off. And that's why I wish they would have gone closer to that. But I mean, I guess it's hard because you still have to make a movie that has emotion and stuff. So it's like, what do you
Yeah.
do?
I mean, you say that, but games managed to portray it quite well, even the 3D games.
But Mario
one of the
doesn't say
things
much
that we don't-
other than saying "wahoo."
Yeah,
Like, you
Mario
know what I mean?
doesn't talk. Mario doesn't talk and has very few emotions on his face. This is a full-on moving Mario face. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting more than just simple mouth open. We're seeing small little. We get to see like the small little movements and details of the movements.
Toad's
I
face
like
looks fine.
Toad.
Yeah.
I like Toad's black little eyes.
Yeah.
I also like that they gave him a little bit of like the screechy voice.
Mm-hmm. They've also clearly pitched up Keita Michaels Key's voice.
If Toad doesn't say "Let's party" by the end of this movie, I'm gonna be upset.
They're probably going to end it with a dance number.
Oh God.
That's how almost every Illumination movie ends at this point.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Tried to make him look human, it would probably have been Sonic shit level first kid. No, I agree. I think they should have gone more cartoony with Mario.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it might also just be the lighting of the scene as well that's making things feel a little off.
They're clearly going for a more realistic lighting, which again they have to do because it's a movie.
I mean, I guess.
I could see in like a few years if Nintendo ever ups its graphics, if the games would probably look like this.
I think I agree with what you said earlier. I could probably get used to it, but as of right now, it feels off.
Its initial impact of your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could agree to that.
And
Now, what I can't forgive is them taking away Mario's ass.
yeah, he should have an ass. Even
Mario
his
is
face scrunched
chunky.
up looks wrong. Like, that looks
Actually, I don't
wrong.
mind that. His face scrunched up.
Again, it's not
It
horrible.
looks like someone's face is actually in some amount of pain.
That fucking grin.
That's a Jack Black face, but it works well with Bowser.
Yeah. They picked
mean,
the perfect actor for that. I love
I think so.
the Penguin King and the penguin
Do
people,
you yield?
because it's like what are they called? What are they called in in the Mario universe? I forget what they're called.
What, the penguins?
Yeah, they have this particular name.
I'm looking it up online. It just says penguin.
Maybe they're
Yeah.
just called penguins. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of Bumpties.
It could be.
They're a race of penguin-like creatures that first appeared in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, maybe.
But they also just have penguins.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I don't hate this. I probably would give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like if I didn't know
like-
anything about Mario and I saw this trailer alone, I was like, maybe I'll give it a well.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah,
am not Tuxie, but I know what you're talking about, Carnax.
All right.
I'm
So,
definitely gonna see
so-
this. Like, I'm gonna go see this no matter what. But again, I'm still after watching the trailer, I'm still at the same spot. This is either gonna be awesome or it's gonna be really bad. Either way,
If anything,
as long
I'm
as
more
it's-
aligned with what you said of either so bad it's good or it'll be good.
as long as it's not boring. If it's boring,
Yeah.
then it's it. There's no saying
It's gonna ruin it.
Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be the Mario being in movies is gonna be ruined. It could never happen again. But like as long as they don't
At least
make
not
it
happen
boring,
for another 10 years.
which
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of Illumination's films, but I won't deny that they have a great track record of making movies. So it's
The
really
movies
in
are
the end.
profitable.
It's really in the like I don't care about Minions, but the people who do like that and Despicable Me and other films they've done say that they do good work. So I'm not. It looks good so far. Like from what I'm seeing, it's look good. Mario's face notwithstanding, what I've seen, it looks good. So it's gonna be really really hard for them to fuck it up. Like really hard. So I don't know. I think it's in a good spot with this trailer. I'm just gonna stay on that face because it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a you face, if anything, as well.
I do make that face.
You do, especially after you drop a bad pun.
All right. So speaking of thoughts.
I think this is going to be probably just a decent film. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've already pretty much got an idea what the plot. I pretty much now think I know what the entire movie is going to be.
Mhm.
If you want to hear my predictions, I could tell you.
I am hesitantly optimistic, I think.
Well, let me just stop you for a second there because you said decent film 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is not a decent for me. Like because I gave Cyberpunk Edge Runners a 7 out of 10. And
I would say 7 out of 10 is definitely a decent.
And my reason for giving it that is because I thought it was a good anime series, but it was just lacking something. It was lacking something in the character department, and I was expecting a little more with what Trigger does for their animation. So for me, a 7 out of 10 is it's good, but it's just lacking something. Decent for me is like somewhere between 4 and 6. So if a movie is, functions as a film, and I didn't hate my time watching it, that's decent for me. So
all right. So let me explain what I consider decent.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe like the Sonic movies are decent. I'm not going to say like they're the best films ever. I do think that they do play it really safe when it comes down to the plot and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm betting this movie is going to be very. Let's play it safe with our story. The plot's going to be probably predictable as fuck. I'm already like probably predicted the entire movie in my head. But I think it will probably be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, as long as it's not boring. That's like I said, as long as it's not boring, like because like if it's boring, it's gonna be a 3 at best. But for me, I'm gonna like predict that I'm probably gonna end up liking it, and it'll be probably somewhere like maybe a soft 8 to a hard 7. In the end, I'm predicting what I'm going to think of the film before I even see it, but this is just what I'm saying, just thinking about it. Because, like, from what I've seen, I feel like it's more going to be on the it's going to be good side than the it's going to be so bad it's good. But We don't know yet. This is just a very early trailer. And Paris, do you really want smug ass Bowser as a BBBT emote? Because BTTV emote, because I can make that happen.
I wouldn't mind it, honestly.
Yeah,
No, exactly,
I'm gonna
Dragon
say
Tamer.
that
That's what I mean. 5 out of 10 is the baseline for average. If a movie is just average, it's a 5 out of 10 for me.
I wonder if this. Hirano, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this might be a thing just based off of the American grading system, like in terms of school, where like a 5 being the 50% and lower is an F and a fail. I wonder if that's why we have it like that.
probably that's because of how we're used to anything below a 50 is a bad.
Because
anything below a 60 is a bad.
Because in my because in school over here, a 45 is a fail.
Yeah.
And as long as you're above 45, you pass on whatever you'll get at least a D, or D minus on something. So,
all right. So, the way I rate stuff is that anything above a 5, a 5 out of 10, I'm gonna say is pretty much average. I probably would walk out of it. I'll probably walk out of it feeling like I didn't waste my time.
Yeah.
So let's say like 100%, one of the best movies I've ever seen. 90%, I liked it. Had a few flaws, but I greatly enjoyed seeing it. 80%, around the same as 90. Just not again.
It was a solid movie.
Yeah,
it was good. I have no regrets watching it.
7 out of 10. They played it safe, but I still enjoyed it. 6 out of 10 is basically what every Marvel movie has become at this point.
6 out of 10 is basically it's okay.
Yeah, it was. I walked out of the movie saying I don't hate it, but man, I wish it could have been better.
It was a movie.
5 out of anything between a 3 to a 5, it left no fucking impact on me. Like I walked out of there and I felt like there was an empty period of time. But then when you get to the below that, that's when you start getting to this movie's complete garbage and I'm loving it. Like the original Mario movie.
Like anything below a 3 is this is not worth my time. Essentially, is basically the way I look at it.
I was pretty much on board. Then the same with Toronto up until they got to the 5 and lower. 5 is like, okay, it was a movie. I have no opinions one way or the other. 4 is like, it wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. 3 is when I start going, okay, that was bad. 2 was obviously that's trash, and 1 is I regret everything to do with watching this. Well, I don't think I've ever given a 0.
Well, I'm the kind of person that has a bit of a love for bad movies that are so bad that they're basically hilarious.
Well, for me, when it comes to the movies that are so bad they're good, they circle back around to being a higher score, specifically because they're so bad they're good. I don't give them a lower score.
Okay, well, for example, The Room, I would consider that around a 10%. I think the lower you get, it starts becoming at least entertaining. That's at least my opinion when it comes down to my grading system.
It's hard for me to even rate a so bad it's good film because it's on a different scale for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
So something like The Room or Samurai Cop, I can't put that in the same rating system as something like The Empire Strikes Back or something like that, like an actual great film, an actual film, because they're in their own category essentially for me. So, exactly, Dragon Tamer, exactly. Regardless, it hasn't changed the fact that I'm still gonna go see this because I need to see this on a big screen. This is a film I don't want to miss. Essentially, seeing in the theater. And so,
yeah, that's fair, Dragon Tamer. When's the movie set to come out again?
April 7th, I think they said. Wait.
Just in time for probably the summer movie rush.
Find out.
April 7th, yeah. They should have done it March 10th.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Ouija.
Well, he didn't say anything. He was there.
Just went, ha, 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 and then closed the door and then took a sigh. That's about it.
His face looks less uncanny, just based on what I've seen.
So I'm making a prediction. So here's my predictions for how this movie's going to go.
Okay.
Obviously, we're probably going to open on that invasion scene, Bowser taking the Penguin City. When he says and nobody can stop me, we're going to cut to Mario and his brother probably just being normal plumbers in a city. They're probably just gonna be pretty much run of the mill guys, unremarkable in every way except for their color of their clothing. They're probably gonna end up getting while fixing a pipe. They're probably gonna both fall down and they're gonna get separated. Mario obviously going to fall close to the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi falling into the hellscape of what were those, the dust bones or whatever they're called.
I think so.
Dry bones.
Yeah, the dry bones.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna spend probably up to the first third of the movie Mario traveling to the the Mushroom Kingdom with Captain Toad being his guide.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Mario's probably gonna briefly meet Princess Peach, and then Bowser's gonna kidnap her, and the Mushroom Kingdom's gonna be attacked. He's obviously gonna run for it for a bit. And then Mario's going to go on his mission to save the princess. Obviously, he's going to find Luigi along the way. And then they're going to defeat Bowser. He's probably going to fall into lava like the classic games. We're going to think, okay, that's it. Then he's going to probably pop out of the lava at the end of the movie or in an after-credit scene. Thus opening it up for more sequels.
God, speaking of sequels, I'm actually already thinking about what I'd want for a sequel if this movie does well. Like, I want a film where Smithy is the bad guy again.
Who's Smithy?
He's from Mario RPG. He's a giant sword. In that game, Mario and Bowser have to team up.
I have a bet. I'm now going to make one more bet for the future. Illumination is going to build this big Nintendo cinematic universe, and it's all going to come together with a Super Smash Brothers movie.
Oh, I've already said they're making a Smash Brothers cinematic universe. That's happening. Like, if this movie does well,
if it happens,
like if this movie does well, that means they've got both this and Detective Pikachu as good movies that have been made under their umbrella. So
I'm just saying they're gonna have to get a lot of companies to actually work together to get
Oh no, and I mean just the companies that they own, not any of the third party stuff. Like if they're gonna make a Smash Brothers universe, we could probably, and this does well, we could probably expect a Metroid movie, maybe a Kirby movie at some point. And then they're going to use the core Nintendo characters. I know it's never going to happen, but an Earthbound movie would be sick. I'm just saying, Nintendo.
Okay, if they do a Metroid... Oh, go ahead, Hirano.
Think of it as just the main cast of the original Super Smash Brothers game.
Essentially. Oh my god.
Not the unlockable characters, just the main cast.
An F-Zero movie would be sick, but they'd have to make a new
Kirby
game
movie win then.
That's why I said no unlockable. Not unlockable. None of the other unlockable
Kirby
characters.
was
Core
default.
cast.
Kirby was default. Sorry, I was talking about Captain Falcon.
You said F-Zero, you didn't say Kirby.
I said Kirby.
She said Kirby. I said F-Zero.
Oh, okay.
A Zelda movie finally would be cool, but they've tried doing Zelda. They tried a Zelda TV show, and that didn't work. They apparently canned that. Like,
if they do a Metroid movie, it needs to be a la Aliens.
Oh yeah, no, it would be something like that, but it would be a kid-friendly version of Aliens.
I could accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Possible. It's not impossible to make a kid-friendly sci-fi action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they sold friggin' Aliens action figures back in the 70s, so for an R-rated film.
They still sell Alien and Predator action figures.
Dragon Tamer.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they played when they shot Mario out of the pipe, wasn't it?
I think so. I could go back to it real quick. Oh,
let's
whoops.
re-roll the footage.
Oh, I hit the wrong. I changed the scene on my freaking thing.
No.
No, the screen is over. No.
Yep, there it is.
No.
They did play it.
No. I think that's just the music.
Nope,
played during
it did play the sound. Listen real close.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
Yep, it did play the sound. You're right. Yeah, you were right. So,
Yay.
I also want an updated version of the end theme of the Super Mario Super Show where they're all doing the Mario.
do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Watch them do a remix of that for the dance bit at the end.
Oh God.
Everybody, let's party! Do the Mario! If they did that, oh my god.
But what it ends, and I'm betting a dumbass dance party at the end as a joke because I've yet to see Illumination not do something in that vein.
Mm-hmm. And Chroma, I agree with you. They should have made the movie's release date March 10th.
Yeah.
Why is that Mario's birthday?
No,
it's Mario Day.
Mario Day.
Oh, okay.
MAR 10. Think about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what day is March 10th in 2020? Well, it's a Friday.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Exactly.
They probably would still be just finishing up production. They probably would not be able to do it.
I mean, Miyamoto
Also,
said during this thing that all they have left to do is touch-up work.
It's a month difference.
Like, do they if they need 6 months to do touch-up work? There must be a lot of touch-up work. That's the only thing.
There probably is going to be a lot of touch-up work.
Yeah.
You know this. They're going to try to make this movie polished as fuck.
Oh, and I know
It's literally
Nintendo
a full
is
4 weeks after Mario Day.
and I know given how much of a train wreck the Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s was, Nintendo's probably has to approve everything they do. So that's probably that's probably why it's taking so long, because they have to approve every little thing. If they want to change something, Nintendo has to approve it. So
for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Koopalings make a cameo or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else to say about this?
I don't think we have enough to say anything more on it.
I mean, I'm probably more excited for it now that I've seen something.
Yeah.
Again, I still feel this is probably going, just based on what we've seen, it's probably going to be more on the good side of things. It doesn't look like it's going to be a boring film, but never say never.
Yeah.
So that happens when it comes out. If you guys have thoughts and predictions, let me know in the chat. Or if you're watching this on YouTube later, put it in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. Let's talk about this and see what everybody thinks. And when they release a new trailer or new information on this, I'm going to be there to look at it. So
yes.
So, with that being said, I don't think there's really anything else I want to talk about. I thought I'd look at some of the Pokemon stuff today, but again, I'm waiting for more of it to be... I'm basically going to be waiting until just before the game comes out to look at all the Pokemon stuff and do a catch-up.
I mean, they've got a 14-minute video going over all the stuff they've already gone over and some of the new stuff they announced today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can send it to you real quick.
Because I could switch over to that real quick. If you guys are down to watch something else.
I'm fine. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, man. I'll just shoot it in our DMs. 1 second. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 14-minute video, if memory serves.
This is everything they've gone over and then new stuff? Wow.
It's most of the stuff. At least some of the people who I've watched go over the new stuff talked about the direct and said it was basically 90% of the stuff they've already gone over and then the new bits.
Okay.